once again. Welcome back for some more movie trivia. With the release of Star Trek Beyond being the 13th Star Trek film, I'm going to give you 13 fun facts about one of my favourite Star Trek films, Star Trek First Contact. Live long and prosper, y'all. Number 13. Tom Hanks was considered for the role of Zefram Cochrane. Hanks, being an avid Star Trek fan, was very receptive to the role, but sadly he had to decline the role due to his commitments of directing and starring in That Thing You Do. Number 12. James Cromwell becomes the first actor in Star Trek history to actually utter the phrase Star Trek, although in the Next Generation finale, All Good Things, Q says, "It's time to put an end to your trek through the stars." Number 11. One of the reasons Jonathan Frakes was chosen to direct Star Trek First Contact was because the producers wanted someone who understood Star Trek, and him being the Next Generation's most prolific director made an ideal candidate. Number 10. Reportedly, Ridley Scott and John McTiernan both turned down the chance to direct Star Trek First Contact. Number 9. 2 Star Trek Voyager cast members made cameo appearances in Star Trek First Contact. Robert Picardo reprises his role as the EMH, whilst Ethan Phillips, who plays Neelix, is the Maitre'D on the holodeck. Number 8. The Borg Queen was created because the writers were having difficulty writing dialogue for what would have been the Borg's central computer. Number 7. In early drafts of Star Trek First Contact, Picard was on Earth helping Zefram Cochrane, with Riker on the Enterprise fighting the Borg. The story also focused more on the happenings on Earth. After Patrick Stewart objected to that, the roles were swapped. It also made Captain Picard more of an action hero and focused more on the happenings on the Enterprise. Number 6. In earlier drafts of Star Trek First Contact, the USS Defiant was to be destroyed in the battle against the Borg at the beginning of the film. Screenwriter Ronald D objected to the needless destruction of the ship because the USS Defiant had no real impact on the storyline and it would be an inconvenience to the television series Star Trek Deep Space Nine. After this, the USS Defiant was allowed to survive the battle. Number 5. In early drafts of Star Trek First Contact, Lieutenant Hawk was to be gay. He would have become the first openly gay character in any Star Trek series or movie, but in later drafts, reference to his sexuality were removed. In the Star Trek tie-in novel, Section 31, Rogue, he was revealed to be gay. Number 4. When Lily, played by Alfre Woodard, points at the Borg's sphere before it attacks, Zefram Cochrane thinks that she's pointing at the constellation Leo. One of the stars that make up the constellation Leo is Wolf 359, which according to Star Trek is the site of a massive Borg massacre of Federation ships that was shown in The Best of Both Worlds Part 2 and the DS9 pilot Emissary. Number 3. Zefram Cochrane asks Geordie LaForge, "Don't you people in the 24th century ever pee?" This is a reference to the fact that toilets are never shown in the series. Number 2. Although his name is never given in the film, according to Star Trek canon, the Vulcan that salutes Zefram Cochrane at the end of the film, his name is Solkar. According to Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock, Solkar is the grandfather of Sarek, who in turn would be the great-grandfather of Spock. Number 1. For Star Trek First Contact, Industrial Light and Magic created several new classes of starship for the huge battle against the Borg at the beginning of the film. Some of these include the Akira, the Sabre, and the Steamrunner. In addition to this, the ILM animators decided to have a little bit of fun and include the Millennium Falcon in the battle against the Borg. It can be seen in many versions of the DVD, but if you go to the Daystrom Institute Technical Library, which is a Star Trek fan site, if you go to the Akira class starship, search for the last image, and look underneath the port nacelle, you will see a picture of the Millennium Falcon in battle strafing against the Borg. So that concludes our fun trivia for Star Trek First Contact. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of them. Do you know any trivia facts about Star Trek First Contact, or any of the Star Trek films for that matter? If so, please share them down below. Give us a like, give us a share, and look out for the next episode, because it might be a little bit different.